Hello everyone, this is Donna of Prima Donna Crafts, and I would like to show you what I've done so far with the fabric mini album. It's difficult to do the work in progress under camera, and actually I wanted to share with you this page, but I forgot to turn on the camera, and so I will have to explain what I've done. These are not glued down, but this is like a layout that I'm looking at. So I'm going to remove that, and so this is a loose page or signature, and what I've done is I've attached the doilies in on both sides, okay, and then this piece of lace is just pasted or tacked. I'm going to sew it down. So before I sew, I normally baste or tack the doilies and make sure that nothing is sort of loose, because when you sew, it's ideal if you can attach both together so that you save on sewing the other side, both sides. It's ideal to do it simultaneously. Then of course, this being a bigger doily and a different shape, I would have to go over and do a bit more, but the initial attachment, I think I would have to do a bit more basting, a bit more machine stitching here to get it more secure, and here as well. I just haven't figured out how far. Maybe a row somewhere in the middle. So that is for this page, and then the other thing that you need to keep in mind is it will show in places. So where this is attached, it would show sometimes on the other side, and you need to figure out a way. Maybe you're happy for the stitches to show. Otherwise, you could use applique or lace to cover it. So here, for example, this side is bare, and I've decided to add this lace. And I'm aware that it will show on this side, and I did think of adding lace here too, but then I feel that it looks all right as it is. I might just go with a few pieces of applique to if I want to cover the bare sides, but I'm not going to add the lace. I've decided not to do that. But I might change my mind once that is done. So I'll see if I can show you how I sew. I mean, it's boring to show people how to sew. It's like showing them how to glue as well. But anyway, let's see if I can get to my pedals and the camera. I did some filming yesterday, but the camera was out of focus. It's because when you're sewing, it's hard to see what's happening on the camera. So here we go. I've got the zigzag setting, and I think that is fine. I think that's fine. Okay, here we go. I've not used my machine for a while, so I'm a bit rusty, and the machine is kind of rusty. It needs a bit of oiling, I think. But it's Husqvarna. It's a Swedish machine. The production has been moved to China, unfortunately, and I really like this machine. I've had it for over 20 years and no problems with it. So I'm just securing the threads, you know. That is a good idea. Even if you back, I always secure the thread for added security. So I'll trim that off, and as you can see here, you know, this side is loose, and what I'm going to do is, rather than running a row of stitches, which I could do, I suppose, it's not very obvious, so I suppose I could do it. I'll do it. I was actually thinking of gluing it down, but I'm going to just run a row of stitches. Typical. Because you've got to get it wet. So I don't know if that is on camera. So now I've secured, and it doesn't look too bad. And I noticed that these things are sort of sticking out. When I was sewing, I could have gone a bit more outside. I might just run a few stitches to do that. Okay. So you need to check, you know, that everything is sitting as it should. And I'm going to fix that too while I'm at it. But this time I'm going to go for the straight sewing. Okay, it was somewhere there, those three. It's close to okay. It's fiddly, really fiddly. I mean, of course, I could have done this by adding a few stitches by hand as well. So I noticed that this bit is also sticking. I might probably just glue it down. So I'm quite happy with this side, you know. And then the spaces here could be filled with, you know, French knots, applique, and that sort of thing, to mention a few ways of doing it. So this is quite secure, but you know, I've still got a few things. I might glue this bit down. So there's no wrong or right way of doing this. You know, it's all trial and error. And I've not done any courses. You know, there are courses you can take on the internet. I'm just going to move this over. I'll move the machine out of the way so that you get a better look. Okay. So this is one of the signatures. Now this one is also a layout. I've cut some roses from a piece of fabric, added some stiffener, ironed-on stiffener to give it more body, and then this might be glued or hand stitch, I'm not sure, but it's a pretty element that you can add besides applique. So there are some ideas here too. What I've done is I've basted these two doilies, and then this is a layout as well. Nothing is glued or stuck down. I'm just working, and then I've got these two flowers as well. And then this bit, it has been cut off, but it's not a problem. I can mask it with the flowers. So, and these are cutouts as well. So there were many ways, sorry. Probably I wanted to show you this layout. Just notice I was off camera. So this is one of the layouts that I'm looking at. So as for my cover, what I've done, I'm thinking of doing is to add this bit of lace and sew it down so that I can have a pocket, or rather two pockets, for the front cover and the back cover to add journaling bits. So this is a nice steady piece of lace. So that's going to be stitched on, and you know, it'll look good. I'll be able to put things inside there. So basically this is how far I've come with my fabric mini. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye. Hello everyone, here I would like to share with you a layout that I talked about. I've done a bit of work to this section. What I've done is I've edged the mat, the fabric mat with zigzag stitches, and then I did likewise for the flower. Also zigzagged so that, you know, it doesn't get frayed over time and use. And then I've added some lace to the top and to the bottom of this matted piece. And now I'm going to just sew everything together. But before that, I've basted it and checked where it's going to fall, where the other side is concerned. Quite pleased with that. I think I'll go for the zigzag stitch, which I think is on at the moment, but I would like to make it a bit bigger there somewhere. So I'm going to do the easier part because the flower, as you notice, has got a bit of a rounded edge. So let's see. We'll just give this a try. Well, I'm going to start with the flower anyway. And I'm going to reach out for my pedals. So let's see if the camera is focused on what I'm doing. It's not. I'm just going to move a bit of furniture around and bring the camera a bit closer. Don't know if you can see that. I think you would be able to pick it up. So You know, sometimes when, even if you baste, you know, the machine has got a mind of its own as well. So you need to sort of make sure that everything sits as it should. Okay. So here I'm coming down. This is a bit more complicated than just gluing pieces of paper, I think. A lot more complicated. I think I've basted this a bit. My scissors, not too happy with the basting there. You can loosen it and readjust. Okay. Okay, down again. I think I'm stitching out of the sorry, the petal's a bit